Our series started with our heroine, named Siu, waking up in a hurry because she had an important interview and feared being late. Her friend called to wake her up and told her he was waiting downstairs to drive her, so she put on a nice dress and was excited because she would finally graduate and work. Then she went down to meet her friend Fu Pei and rode behind him on the bike. But while on the way, they crashed into the bike of our handsome hero named John, who was also going to an important exam in a hurry, and he checked on Siu. Then he took his bag and rode his bike and left, while our heroine kept looking at him, dear viewer, and fell in love at first sight, so it was written on her heart. The name of the hero, John, and when she went to the interview, she discovered that her bag was swapped with his, so the story was written. The problem, dear viewer, was that she got rejected from the job, and our hero was also at the exam, and knew his bag was swapped, and did not have his ID card with him, and unfortunately, the hero had to go to the lab, and the doctor asked him why he did not take the exam, and that he would have come in first place easily and get his right. So the hero told him a misunderstanding happened, and unfortunately his ID was not with him, so the doctor offered that he could do the exam again for him, but our hero refused and told him he did not like favoritism, and the heroine went to meet her friend, and he invited her to lunch. Then a message came on her mobile that she had an interview tomorrow, but the heroine said she would not go because the address was far. But her friend insisted that she would go and told her that he would drive her and wait too. And the next day, the heroine was waiting for her friend to drive her, but her friend turned out to be unreliable and forgot the appointment and was playing a game with his friends, and when she felt she would be late for the time, she sent him a message and let him know she would go alone, and she took the bus, and when she arrived at the place, her bag was stolen by a guy on a motorcycle, and our heroine fell on the ground and got hurt. Then she called her friend to ask him to help her, but he had left his mobile in the dorm, so the hero heard the ring and answered her, and Sue told him what happened and that her bag was stolen, and she had no money to go, and she asked him to look for her friend and tell him, so he started looking but did not find him, so he had to go to her himself and took her in a taxi and held her hand and cleaned the wound for her himself. How romantic. Our heroine had eyes full of heart since then, and she kept looking into his eyes, and when he looked at her, she got shy and turned her face, so he insisted taking her to the hospital to check on her, and when they arrived, he sat her on a chair and took her to the doctor himself, and there he did an x-ray and cleaned the wound and gave her a painkiller. Then the hero took her on the chair just as she was and went out with her, and her friend arrived and checked on her and apologized, and our hero told him that he took care of her and took the prescription from him to go to the pharmacy to get the medicine, and the heroine cried over what happened to her and hid her face so no one would notice, but our hero told her to wipe her tears and be strong. Then our heroine went back to her dorm and told her friend how much John was brave and chivalrous with her and also stood by her. Then her friend called to apologize to her for the second time, asking her to forgive him, and tried to invite her to dinner, but she refused and hung up on him, and the next day she went to the bus stop to go to the interview again because she postponed it due to the accident that happened to her, and she was surprised that John was standing there, that her friend was the one who asked him to do this and threatened him with a video he filmed of him and said he would publish it if he did not obey. So since the heroine was mad at her friend, John agreed to help her, and they rode the bus together, and the heroine was surprised that he pretended. He did not know her and went to sit far away, but as soon as he saw their professor coming, he decided to go sit next to her quickly because the professor should not go sit next to her, and he took the earphone from her ear, and she was very happy. And the professor thought she was his girlfriend and asked her to convince the hero to take the exam again, but he also refused because that was not fair to his colleagues. And when they got off the bus, the heroine saw a motorcycle coming from afar and remembered the accident and got scared and hugged the hero, and when it passed, she apologized to him and arrived at the place of the interview, and the hero waited for her outside. So she entered and met the manager, and when he saw her CV, he knew she had no experience and told her, okay, we will call you later, and we all know what would happen. And she went out to sit with the hero while frustrated and told him to come so she would invite him to eat to repay him for what he did for her, and they went to eat and played with children there and spent a nice time together, and when it got late, they rode the bus, and the heroine was tired from the day. That was exhausting, and she fell asleep, so the hero put her head on his shoulder to rest, and the next day, the heroine went to meet the physics professor who kicked the hero out of the exam because he did not have the ID and told him that the hero was the smartest student, and if he let him train with him, he would benefit from him. So the professor gave her a test paper. If he could solve it, he would approve him, and she went to meet her friend and told him she felt guilty because her bag was swapped with the hero and wanted to fix her mistake and asked about his location, so he took her to the lab, and she found found the hero there, and to make him agree, she provoked him and told him the professor bet that you could not solve the test because you were not qualified. And indeed, her plan succeeded, and our heroine turned out to be a player. So the hero took the paper from her and started solving it and wrote the equations he wanted on the board to solve the problems with them, and the heroine was helping him and cleaning the board constantly. And when he finished, he handed her the paper, and the three of them went out to have dinner together. And in the restaurant, the heroine noticed that her friend was talking to many girls and sent them messages to watch him while he was playing in the basketball match. So she got angry and kept drinking a lot. And when they left, the heroine was not sober and told her friend that she had a crush on him. But because of his coldness and ignoring her, she stopped loving him. She left him and entered her dorm, and her friend got angry and asked the hero to stay away from her so she would love him again. But the hero told him he was selfish and was playing with her feelings and left him and walked away. And the next day, the heroine woke up and received a call from a company asking to meet her regarding the job she applied for. And when she got dressed and went down, she found her friend waiting for her under the dorm and asked him about what happened yesterday because she did not remember anything. And her friend took the opportunity and told her that she hugged him and told him not to stay away from her. But our heroine did not believe him and was annoyed with him because of his attitude. And the hero went to meet the physics professor, and he told him that he passed the test. And thus, he would become a member of his team, and the hero was happy and thanked him. Then the heroine arrived at the company, and the manager told her that she was accepted as an intern, and if she proved that she deserved it, she would work with them after she graduated. And she sat at her desk excited, but she got a lot of work until she was completely exhausted. And at the end of the day, she went to take the bus, and her legs hurt from standing so much. Then she got a call from her mother, asking her to move out of her dorm and go live in the apartment of her mother's friend named Choi. And the heroine had to agree and took her stuff and went to the address and started cleaning the apartment and removed the old decorations and put her stuff, and was happy that she made. The house looked like her room in the dorm. Then she went to the library and met the hero there and told him that she moved to a new apartment and had to clean it because its smell was like a morgue. And when she went home, her mother called her and told her that Choi's son would come to take his stuff from the apartment, and at night. It was raining with thunder and lightning, and the heroine was watching a horror movie and unfortunately was focused on it completely while scared and terrified, and the door of the apartment opened quietly, and the heroine held a knife and screamed, but was surprised that the hero was standing in front of her and knew that he turned out to be Choi's son and apologized to him for the bad words she said about the apartment. I was joking with you. So they actually started cleaning together because it had become like a pigsty. Then she called her mother and found out that she agreed with the hero's mother to introduce them to each other and told her it was not worth it. I already know him from university, and at night the hero tried to sleep but could not because he was used to sleeping on his bed, so he went and knocked on her door and asked her if they could swap rooms. And when the heroine came out, she looked tired, and he asked her what was wrong, and she told him nothing. My stomach hurts a little, so he went to get her medicine, and when she took it, she got worse and fainted. Oh God, the hero discovered that its expiration date was unfortunately expired and called emergency, and the ambulance arrived and took her to the hospital, and there he met the same doctor who examined her before, and the doctor told him he did a stomach wash for her, and when she woke up, she would be fine. But while he was leaving, he fought with her and threw the medicine bag at her, so John ran and protected the heroine with his body so it would not hit her. And the heroine woke up suddenly and saw the hero close to her and kept looking at him. Then the hero felt embarrassed and moved away from her, but he stayed up next to her all night to take care of her. And the next morning, he went to the restaurant to buy her food, and her friend called him and asked him about the location of his shoes because he had a match, and the hero had to tell him that he was in the hospital and that the heroine was sick. Then he went and stood with her, and the heroine told him that her hair tie was lost, so the hero went to buy her one instead. And when he returned, he saw her sitting with her friend, so he got annoyed and hid the tie in his pocket. What about the tie? Son, what does it have to do with it? And they left the hospital and rode a taxi. The three of them and their friend asked how the hero saw her and knew she was sick, and the hero was about to tell him that they lived together, but the heroine caught him and told him that they were walking in the street, and she got sick suddenly, and when the hero got out to open the door for her, he found her friend, beat him to it, and did the same move, and the heroine was happy with his attention. And our hero got annoyed and felt his presence was no longer needed and threw the tie he had bought. Then Fu Pei found out from one of her friends that the heroine left the dorm and went to a new apartment. He was surprised and decided to watch her, and at that time the heroine sent messages messages to the hero telling him she wanted the apartment key to take her stuff, but he did not reply to her, and when she went down from the dorm, she met him by chance and asked him why. He was not replying, but he lied and told her he did not see the messages and that he was going to the apartment and she could come with him. And she was surprised by his manner and that he was speaking to her coldly, unlike his habit. And she went with him normally, and her friend saw them while they were walking together and went after them and found them, going up to an apartment together, and thought she was cheating on him. But the taxi driver said he might be misjudging her, and he said, you know, that is a thought too. And our heroine gathered all her stuff from the apartment, and only the clothes she hung were left. So the hero made an excuse and told her to wait until they dried and went to the balcony and helped her clean the sheet, but it flew away from them and fell on a tree in the street, and the hero went down with her to get it because he was tall, and they were surprised by their friend in the taxi. And he went up to the apartment with them and told them, I want to know the nature of your relationship. The hero told him it was a misunderstanding, nothing more, and the heroine asked her friend why he was so interested nervously, and he told her, because you are my close friend, of course, I must check on you, and told her that the hero was suitable for you, by the way, and left her and walked away, and the heroine remained standing sad because she was supposed to have a crush on her friend for a long time and wished that he also returned the same feeling. But she pretended she was fine and took the sheet and started cleaning it, but the washing machine closed on her finger, so she got hurt, and the hero went to check on her and went down to buy her a band-aid. Then the heroine burst into tears because she was holding herself together in front of him, and the hero came back with a watermelon and cut it in half, and they both ate while happy. Is this the right consolation or not, dear viewer? Then the heroine got a call from work asking for her at the company, so she got up to get dressed, and the hero took advantage of her absence and ate the other half of the watermelon. And the next day, our heroine went to the company, and the manager asked her for reports while she was working, and here she got a call from her mother, surprising her that she would visit today. And at night she went to meet her and invited her to dinner at a restaurant, and her mother wanted to invite the hero with them, but her daughter refused and asked her how she was not worried about her living with a young man alone. Her mother told her, no, do not be afraid, I trust you, and trust the hero too, that he is a kind and polite young man, and she would also stay with them to watch him. And indeed, they went to the apartment and met the hero there, and she told him, oh, John, you have grown up completely. Remember when I used to carry you when you were little and you peed on me? The hero felt embarrassed and told her, I do not want to remember, Auntie. No, how son? It is the right of a handsome young man like you, and excelling in his studies like you too, and has no girlfriend until now. Like you deserve a girl. Like my daughter, now I must tell you, like my daughter, and take care of her too. The heroine laughed at her mother's words, but the mother told her, do you have the face to laugh, you silly girl? Not even once have I seen you, my dear, bringing us someone you are dating or anything, not even a dog you brought. And the mother took out food she brought with her and told the hero, come taste the work of my hands and see if my cooking is good or not. And at that time, Fupe was sitting at the coffee shop and kept drinking, remembering his memories with the heroine and that their relationship was ruined, unfortunately. And here he saw Wang, the heroine's friend, was in trouble and fighting with a guy, so he went to defend her and paid the bill for her and pulled her from her hand. She thanked him and asked him why he was sitting drinking alone. He told her, because I am a failure of a human being. I failed the exam. Unfortunately, she told him she would help him to repay the favor. And he was very happy, and in the hero's apartment, the mother saw her daughter talking to the hero and said, oh my, you feel like the two of them were created for each other. Her daughter got nervous and told her to stop this talk, and the three of them ate together. Then the mother said she was tired and would go sleep. A little, her daughter tried to tell her, no, enough, I will sleep here, meaning it's not appropriate for both of us. But her mother looked at her and told her, do you think that we are a burden on the man? Or what I used to change his clothes when he was little? Isn't that right, my dear? He told her, yes, of course, Auntie, as you wish. The house is your house. And the next day at dawn, the mother woke the heroine up to pray and told her, get up and make breakfast for the hero. And her daughter told her, have mercy on me, let me sleep 10 more minutes. She told her, sleep is wasted on you. Get up, girl, or I will throw you in the street. And the hero heard this and kept laughing at her words. And the hero woke up, and the mother brought him the food to him. Her daughter told her, well, what about my not eating with you? Or what she told her. The mother, I am not your servant. Get up and get yourself food. The heroine went to work afterwards, and her manager gave her an ad to hang at her university. And the heroine was happy and said she would do that. And when she went home, she found the hero helping her mother in the kitchen and cutting carrots with a ruler, literally with a ruler. So every piece would come out like the other. But her mother scolded her and told her, what do you know? He is a physicist scientist and knows what he's doing. Well, and after they had lunch, the hero was studying and the mother entered on him and told him, "Your neck will hurt from so much studying. You must change the atmosphere." And took him and went down to the coffee shop to play some backgammon. And he did not know how to play it, but he learned quickly and beat them all with his intelligence. And the heroine took the betting money. While happy, I felt the series turned into an Egyptian series. But we will continue with it. We will continue. And when they went home, the mother tried to make them sit next to each other and kept squeezing to make them stick to each other and told them, "You suit each other very much." Oh boy, I swear enough, lady, we all know, just stay out of the matter and everything will be fine. And the next day, the heroine rode the bus and found the hero rode next to her and gave her an earphone to wear and played the songs that she liked, and she was happy with his attention. The mother went down to buy things from the market, and Fupe met her and introduced himself, and the mother tried to evade him, and when she saw her daughter, she took her and went up to the apartment quickly before speaking to him, and there, her mother told her she knew you used to love him back in high school. I used to see you writing his name in all your diaries, and he always ignored your feelings, and you used to cry at night because of him. Girl, I want to see you happy, and promised her not to interfere in her life again and would leave and go back home tomorrow. And when the hero returned, the mother recommended her daughter to him and asked him to take care of her. And the next day, her mother prepared to leave and forced her daughter to sign a contract for her to ensure she stayed in the apartment with the hero. But immediately after the mother left the house, the heroine went in and gathered her stuff and returned to the girls' dorm and stayed busy at work all day, and at night, the hero went to his apartment and found it empty with no one there and felt lonely because the heroine had created a nice atmosphere in it and kept remembering their memories together at that time. The heroine arrived at the girls' dorm late because of her work, and the supervisor told her this was her last chance, and if she was late again, she would be expelled. And the next day, we see Wang studying for Fupe in the library and promised if he passed the exam, she would let him meet the heroine and make up with her. So he got excited, of course, and studied more, and Wang kept watching him without him noticing, and it was clear that she was the one who had a crush on him. Then the heroine went and met her manager and submitted the reports and told her that she would leave the job because she wanted to focus on designing advertisements. And the manager agreed and gave her advice, wishing her luck. Then the hero was standing in front of her dorm, and he saw the heroine, and she told him she was going to an interview for an advertising job. So he said, "Okay, I am coming with you," and waited for her outside until she came out and said she did well. And he took her to the girls' dorm, but he there saw his professor and knew that he was married to the supervisor. And the next day, the hero got a call from the heroine, and he told her she must return to the apartment quickly because her mother called him and told him she was arriving, and the heroine panicked and started packing her stuff, and Wang helped her and went with her to the apartment, but she was surprised that her mother was not there. And then Fupe came with food and drinks, and it turned out that all this was a plan from her friend, meaning to reconcile her with him, and they stayed up together watching a horror movie. I do not know what their love for horror movies is. If you want, dear viewer, for me to summarize a horror series for you, tell me in the comments. And at night, Fupe drank a lot and was not sober and started hallucinating and imagined she was the heroine and got close to her to kiss her. And we see the heroine dropping the cup from her hand on the floor, and it broke, and Fupe was startled and returned to his senses quickly and tried to make her understand that there was a misunderstanding, but the hero told him they must leave and took Wang and left. And the heroine looked at the broken glass and said the feelings inside me for him were broken and became exactly like this glass, and no matter what happened, they could not be fixed again. And the next day, the heroine prepared to buy a new cup, to leave, but the hero made an excuse and asked her to clean the house so she would stay with him. And they went down together to buy things from the mall, and at night the hero showed her the contract she signed and told her that her mother entrusted him with her and he must execute her orders because he was afraid of her. And it seemed he convinced her to go back to live with him, or what. Then she went to the girls' dorm to check on her friend, and she got a call from the advertising company letting her know she was accepted, and her friend Wang was happy for her. And we see Fupe while in training, and remembering what happened and getting angry, he threw the ball and it bounced back into his chest and he fell on the ground, regretting. Then the hero and heroine prepared to go on a trip to the sea with their friends and were surprised by Fupe in the car going with them. And when they arrived, they set up a tent on the beach and started to go into the sea and splashed each other with water, playing and having fun. And the heroine entered the tent and found her friend Wang inside, and she told her she bet with her on who would win Fupe's heart, but the heroine told her she no longer loved him, and Wang was happy because the road became clear in front of her, and the heroine was afterwards unable to fly the kite, and the hero appeared here and helped her and succeeded in flying it to the sky. But then the string cut and the kite flew away, and our heroine started running after it as if she would catch it, and he kept laughing at her. So they went to play in the sand and found a seashell and put it on their ears to hear the sound of the ocean. And the hero kept looking at her, and when she noticed, she left him and walked away from embarrassment. And at night, the friends gathered on the beach and had a party, and the hero sat, with Fu Pei asking him about the truth of his feelings towards the heroine. But he refused to answer him and told him to stay away from her because he liked smart girls. And surely the heroine would not appeal to him, but the hero said he was wrong. And here Fu Pei hurt his finger and left him and got up, and the heroine saw and asked Wang to go check on him, and indeed she went and sat with him, cleaning the wound for him, and Fu Pei apologized to her for what happened with him in the apartment, but she told him to pass the exam and she would forgive him. Then the hero was in the tent and saw a shadow of someone outside, and when he went out, he found the heroine awake and taking pictures with her mobile, and took a picture of him too with her. And from so much taking pictures, she felt hungry, so the hero took her and caught a crab and a lobster to cook for her himself, or what, and they sat eating together while happy. And the next day, the trip ended and everyone returned to their work, and meanwhile the heroine started her first day at her new job, and by chance met there her friend who was with her in high school and was surprised that she was the daughter of the company owner. And when she gave her the CV, they went to meet her manager, and she was surprised that her manager was actually the manager who rejected her in the first interview. And because the girl was her friend, meaning she had connections, she asked the heroine to go outside, and when she finished her work, she was surprised by Fu Pei waiting for her in front of the company with a flower and asking to drive her, but she refused to take it from him at all. And her friend saw them and asked if they were dating, but the heroine told her no and left him and walked away, and Fu Pei went with her friend to drive her. And here he got a call from his dad asking to meet him urgently, and the heroine went home and worried about the hero because it was late and he had not returned yet. So she called him, and as soon as he answered, he told her he was stuck in the lab and busy with his experiments, and indeed he fell asleep from exhaustion, and his colleague at work kept watching him while he was sleeping, and it was clear she had a crush on him. And Fu Pei went to meet his father, who was sitting with his assistant, and she left them and walked away so they could talk freely. But Fu Pei accused his dad that he was the reason his mother ran away from home when he was little. But his dad got angry and told him she came back to him again for his money. Son, money is the most important thing in the world, and wanted to slap him. But Fu Pei stopped him and held his hand and told him, impossible, I will become like you, and left him and walked away. And it appeared that the relationship between them was completely ruined, not just tense. Then the heroine found the hero sleeping like a dead person from exhaustion and kept looking at him. But he woke up suddenly, and they sat together watching a third horror movie. Guys, have mercy on us. From horror movies, suddenly the door knocked. The hero went to open it, and the heroine went with him, scared and holding a knife, and they were surprised that it was Fu Pei asking the heroine to talk to her urgently. She agreed and went down with him, and the hero got annoyed and felt jealous and stayed awake until she came back. And the heroine came back nervous and scared, and the hero gave her a drink and asked her why he wanted her and what was happening between them. And the heroine started telling him that Fu Pei asked to get back together with her and date her, and I tell you, she refused and told him she no longer loved him. And honestly, when I saw him with Wang, I discovered that I no longer have feelings for him. And when I tried to leave him and walk away, at that time he hugged me and asked me to give him a second chance. I gave him, of course, not, dear viewer. I pushed him and ran away. The hero was happy with her words because she rejected him and stopped him at his limits at that. Team Fu Pei was walking alone while sad, and Wang called him, but he did not answer her. And when he went, he found her waiting under the dorm, and when she found him sad like that, she sat with him and comforted him and told him he was a kind and brave person, and confessed her love to him and asked him to give her a chance. And the next day, the heroine was in the girls' dorm, and the hero called her and let her know his mother was in the city and wanted to get to know you. And indeed, they met at a restaurant, and his mother arrived here and told the heroine she was beautiful and had a resemblance to her mother. Glory be to God. You would feel she was her daughter. I do not know what to tell you. And they ate together, and when they finished, the hero said goodbye to them and left. And at night, they were sitting in the apartment, and the doorbell rang, and when she opened, she was surprised by her friends, making a surprise for them for her birthday. And the hero told them to enter and thanked the heroine for allowing them to have the party in the apartment. He told her, consider this your birthday gift, and helped them hang the balloons, and she blew out the candles, and the heroine made a wish. And they all took pictures while happy and played a game, and the heroine lost, and they asked her to look into the hero's eyes for a minute, but she forgot herself and kept looking for a long time. Then her friends woke her up, and the party ended, and they left while tired tired, and the hero also fell asleep from exhaustion, and the heroine had to clean the whole house alone. And when she finished, she tried to wake the hero to sleep in his room, but he was not conscious and got close to her, and he continued sleeping afterwards, and the heroine got annoyed with him and left him and entered her room, but she came out again and covered him while he was sleeping, and it seems the hook has already sunk in. And the next day, the hero woke up not remembering anything and asked the heroine, and she got tense and told him nothing happened and left him and walked away. Then Wang also went to meet Fu Pei and was surprised that he was looking at girls passing by, so she got angry and told him she was the most beautiful girl, and any girl in your eyes is beautiful. They walked together and she tried to hold his hand, but he held his mobile. But if you think she would give up, you are wrong. She linked her arm with his arm, and they went to try games together, and Fu Pei cheated to win, and Wang hit him while laughing. But while in the middle of the game, he got confused and called her by the heroine's name. She got very annoyed because he was still thinking about her, but she did not show it and laughed so she would not ruin the outing, and he bought her a gift too and took her to the dorm, and she told him she was happy going out with him, but he was taking her to places the heroine liked to go to, and that meant he was still thinking about her, and she left him and walked away, and Fu Pei went to wait for the heroine in front of the company, and when she saw him, she tried to walk away and leave him, but her friend held on to her and invited them to lunch. She left him and went to the bathroom so they would make up, but the heroine told him, "I forgive you," and asked him not to treat Wang like he used to treat her, and that she loved him and he must care for her. The hero was in the lab, and the doctor noticed he was not his usual self, and he told him he was afraid the heroine would return to her old boyfriend and leave him, so the doctor gave him a book with his advice on love and told him it would help him, and the hero was very happy and read it and started applying the advice in it, and the first thing he did was go home pretending to talk to another girl. The heroine heard him and got jealous over him, but she did not show it, and the hero got annoyed and went to read the book to see another advice, and when the heroine was sitting in her room, the hero called her and told her the sky was snowing because he knew she loved snow. Our heroine was happy and went down quickly and kept playing under the snow like children, and the hero kept focusing on her and admiring her innocence and had prepared a confession letter for her as he read in the book, and when the heroine read it, she did not understand anything from it because our friend is a physicist and wrote it with physics equations exactly like an engineer. No one can understand anything from him, and they went to drink something hot to warm her up, and the heroine told him she wished to build a snowman, but unfortunately she would not know how because the snow melts quickly. Here the hero took off his jacket and covered her with it to warm her, and the heroine was happy but got embarrassed by him and thanked him, and they went home, and she was happy. With his attention, the hero waited for her until she slept, and he went down to the street and made her a snowman and put it in the freezer, but because of that he got a cold and got sick too, and when he was in the lab, his colleague noticed his temperature was high and wanted to take him to the hospital, but he refused and told her he would rest a little and would be fine. But by God, she refused to leave him and went and got him medicine from the pharmacy and came back, and the hero thanked her for her care. For him, then, Fu Pei was playing a basketball match, and his friend noticed he was nervous and fighting with any but one and told him to go out and rest a little. And Wang was watching him and gave him a bottle of water and asked him to calm down. Then the heroine bought things from the supermarket and discovered she forgot the apartment key at work and called the hero and was surprised he returned home early. And when she knew, the reason was that he was sick. She told him to rest and she would get him medicine and come immediately. And the hero was happy and hid the medicine he had in the drawer. The door knocked again and his colleague opened it, and here the heroine appeared, and they were both surprised when they saw each other, and each one thought the other had relationship with the hero, and each one of them tried to make the hero take her medicine, but the hero agreed to take the heroine's medicine only, and his colleague got jealous and excused herself to leave because she felt this place was not her place, and the hero walked her to the door and thanked her for her visit and said goodbye to her and carried the things the heroine brought to put them in the fridge, but he remembered the snowman and asked her to go check it herself, meaning to see the surprise and be happy. But when she opened the freezer, she found it melted, and here our hero got annoyed because his whole plan failed and went into his room to rest, and the heroine called her friend to ask her for a recipe to cook for the hero, or maybe he would get better when he eats from my hands, or not, maybe it is certain I will make him the food myself. And she entered to the hero to measure his temperature. She found it 38 and said he must rest and must go to the hospital, but he refused because he was afraid of injections and hid under the blanket afterwards. The heroine prepared the food for him and he came out to eat, and the doorbell rang, and when the heroine opened, she found the hero's colleague with a package for him, and when she entered, she sat next to the hero trying the new microscope, and the heroine got jealous and entered her room while angry. And when she came out, she found the hero going out with his colleague to have lunch outside. She invited her to come down with them, but the heroine refused, so she would not show she was jealous. Then Fu Pei prepared to go to the exam, and Wang went with him and encouraged him and said she was confident he would pass and waited for him until he came out. And when he finished, they sat together and he told her he felt with her he could do anything and wanted her to stay by his side always, and that he now no longer had feelings for the heroine and that he had a crush on her and wanted to date her. And Wang was shocked by his words and laughed from joy. And I hope you are sincere in your words, because if you make her cry later, I and the followers will come and puff you up. And the heroine was at home and dropped her mug and broke it, and the hero tried to help her, but she refused. And the hero knew she was sulking at him because of her jealousy and left her and went into his room. Then the heroine was sitting in the restaurant and met the hero's colleague by chance, and she sat with her and asked her about her relationship with the hero. And the heroine told her they were friends and living in the same apartment, but their mothers knew each other from a long time ago. His colleague was happy and confessed to her that she had a crush on the hero and advised her when she knew, and his colleague went to call him to sit with them, and the heroine took the opportunity and escaped. But unfortunately, she forgot her ID card, and the hero found it and called her to come take it from the lab. And when the heroine went, she heard him talking to his colleague, and she was holding a cat. The hero said about it, beautiful and cute. The heroine thought he was talking about his colleague and got angry and upset because he spoke about her nicely and refused to say a nice word to her for a long time. But the hero went after her, and when he spoke to her, she replied coldly and left him while upset. And the hero was surprised by her reaction and decided to meet Fu Pei. Oh, maybe he could make him understand how her mind works. And when he went to him, he found him with Wang and spoke to him. Fu Pei told him he no longer loved the heroine, and he was now with Wang and happy with her. And the hero went home and had a gift with him and found the heroine awake and asked her, would you like to try his microscope? She agreed, of course, because he started making it up to her. And when she used it, the hero looked with her at the same time, and the heroine got tense because they got very close to each other, and the hero gave her a gift and she pretended not to care. But as soon as the hero entered his room, she opened it quickly and was surprised. It was a mug exactly like hers that broke, and was very happy with it. The next day, the hero met with Fu Pei in the library and told him what happened. And Fu Pei told him surely the heroine heard his words about the cat and thought he was talking about his colleague. So he said, but that is it. The matter is easy. He put the cat in a box and took it with him home and showed it to the heroine so she would believe him. And she was very happy, but she kept playing with it and ignoring him, and he got angry at her. And when the heroine knew he had an allergy to cats, she exploited the matter and kept getting close to him and scaring him with it. And the hero told her if she did not stop, he would kiss her. She told him, not new for you. You did it before, and ran to her room immediately from embarrassment. And the hero remained shocked by her words because he supposedly did not do it and kept thinking, and could not reach anything the next day. He told her, I have been trying to think since yesterday and cannot remember anything. When was this talk? You are surely kidding me. The heroine got angry and brought him alcohol from the fridge and forced him to drink it so he would remember. And indeed, as soon as the hero drank, he looked into her eyes and remembered everything and tried to get close to her to repeat what he did. But this time she pushed him and left him and walked away. Then the hero was in the lab and was not focused and told the doctor what happened. And the doctor suggested to him that he must take the heroine to a romantic place and confess to her. The truth of his feelings at that time, the heroine was at work and could not focus because of what happened, and went on the internet to take a test to confirm if the hero loved her and wrote the result on a paper. And the hero went to wait for her under the company and intended to take her to a romantic place and confess to her. But he saw the test paper and found himself getting a 0. Oh, what a disaster. Well done, my friend. So he changed his mind and told her, let us walk. And on the way, he found a cat and tried to show he got rid of the allergy he had to impress the heroine. Then they went to the amusement park, and the heroine said she wished to play the bumper cars game. And indeed, they tried it, and he wanted to confess his feelings, but the children did not give him a chance and kept hitting his car, so he got angry and kept hitting them and forgot the topic completely. And when the time ended, the heroine got out quickly because he did not know how to drive, and they went home tired, to the point that the heroine, as soon as she arrived, sat on the sofa to rest, and the hero went and wore her slippers. And when he entered the bathroom and came out, he found she fell asleep from exhaustion and carried her to take her to her room. And when he put her on the bed, she slept on his hand, and he refused to pull it so she would not wake up, and remained stuck for a long time until the heroine heroine finally turned over. He removed his hand and it was hurting him, unfortunately, and after that, he covered her and turned off the light and left. And the next day, when the heroine woke up, she was surprised that he prepared the food she loved for her, and she ate while happy he was the one who made it himself. So she had to be happy the hero was trying to confess his feelings to her while nervous, but he was shocked when he found her asking him if he loved her or not. The hero gathered his courage and told her he loved her, and she got tense and embarrassed because he finally told her he said, "I love you." He said it, but she confessed she also loved him, and the hero was happy that she reciprocated the same feelings. The heroine left the hero and entered her room, flying from joy, at the same time shy, and changed her clothes and put on makeup and would go out to look for him because she would take care of herself from now on. As soon as he saw her, he admired her look, but he got tense and did not know what to say. And before she went down to work, he told her, "Take care of yourself, bravo, by God." That is what you could say. And when the heroine arrived at work, every little while she held her mobile to see if he sent her or not. Sent me. Ha sent me ha. But unfortunately, she did not find anything at that time. Fu Pei was studying with Wang in the garden and told her he was bored of studying and threw the books and slept on her lap, but Wang was still doubting that he did not love her because she was the one who confessed her feelings first. But Fu Pei reassured her and told her his feelings for her were real and left her and walked away while annoyed because she still doubted his feelings. And our heroine finished her work and came out of the company waiting for the hero to be waiting for her, like every time, but he was not there. She walked to the bus stop while annoyed, and here is the surprise, dear viewer. If you thought he would not come, he was waiting for her there, and she was happy when she saw him, but she was nervous and did not know what to say to him. They arrived at the bus and got ready to board. The heroine bumped into him due to the crowd, so the hero gave her his hand to pull her, and when they boarded, there was only one seat left. He told her, "Okay, you sit on it," and the heroine saw a couple hugging each other on the bus and looked at the hero discreetly, but got shy and opened the window and looked out of it instead. The hero kept focusing on her the whole way, and when she tried to close the window, she could not. He got very close to her to close the window. Nothing more, dear viewer. And when they arrived at the apartment, the hero wore his slippers, unfortunately by mistake, and when he noticed, the heroine tried to take them off for him, but he got embarrassed and took them off himself and left her and entered his room. And afterwards, our heroine was in the bathroom and the hero lit candles to eat in a romantic atmosphere. But our smart girl, when she came out, asked him, "Why did you light candles? Is there no electricity? Turn on the light normally." And here she had a moment of realization about the situation she put herself in. She turned off the light again and told him, sorry, keep doing what you're doing. And the delivery arrived and they ate together. But our heroine also did not know how to use the fork and knife, so she suggested to the hero, "We are not people of this stuff, man. Look, we eat with our hands like normal people." And after eating, they played a horror movie as she liked, and we also seem to will like. Horror movies or what? And the hero tried to get close to her and hold her hand, but our girl dies for romance. Dies literally meaning focused on the movie and disconnected from the world. He got up to turn off the light and watch in the dark, but she held his arm and told him, "No, by your father's life, I am dying of horror already." Well, why do you watch a horror movie? Then do you love self-torture, self-flagellation? And that is it. The hero held her hand here and got close. To her, here the mobile rang. "Sorry, I will not leave you a happy moment." The heroine went to answer her friend Wang, who told her she was fighting. With Fu Pei, and our hero waited for her to finish so they could continue what they were doing, but our girl is chatty. She was late, so he entered his room and slept the next day. Our heroine went to work and met a famous person there to shoot an ad for her company and found the hero sent her messages checking on her, and she felt she missed him and asked him to come to her work and bring her with him, meaning an envelope she forgot on the desk while at it. And of course, our hero did not believe it and took the envelope and went to her at the shooting location, met the heroine and left her and went to get drinks. But when he returned, he found her dozing off, so he sat next to her and put her head on his shoulder to rest. But then her manager called and told her that the break was over. She excused herself from the hero and went to the studio, and there was a problem that the shooting clothes were short on this person, and our heroine used her brain and went to take the jacket from the poor hero and gave it to the person to shoot the ad. And when she remembered the weather was cold, she took the jacket again and went to put it on the hero, holding his cheeks and saying, "Is the pretty one cold or what?" She left him and entered the studio, and the model opened the envelope in the jacket pocket and found a picture in it with "My future husband" written on it. Our heroine got embarrassed and told him her friend had a crush on him and wanted his autograph, and he signed the picture for her and told her she was smart and would have a future in shooting ads, and gave her his number too, just in case she needed anything to call him. And the hero saw him and felt jealous, but the heroine went out with him and they held each other's hands while walking. They went to a place with games for children, and the heroine wished to enter it, but she must have a child with her, and our hero used his brain and went to bring a child and told her, "Let's go, my bunny." They entered to play with him and spent a nice time, happy and laughing. And at night, while home, the weather was cold and his heroine was cold. Our hero held her hand to warm her. Oh my. You are an artist, and they agreed when they went home to watch a horror movie together. But when they arrived home, they found Wong the owl waiting for them and asking the heroine to talk to her. She entered with the heroine to her room and kept telling her about her romantic problem with Fu Pei, and our hero was angry and wanted to go in and drag her by her hair to spend the evening with the heroine, but Wong kept chatting like that with her, and every little while the hero knocked on them. Do you want water? Okay. Do you want tea? Do you want food? Well, it was just missing that he would tell Wong we sleep early, so she would take the hint and leave, but she was far from it. Dense. She stayed until late and slept over at their place too. The hero got fed up and went to sleep too in his room, and the hero woke up thirsty and went to drink from the fridge. At the same time, the heroine woke up and got up from her sleep, and when she saw him, she called him and went to him, but she slipped and was going to fall on the floor. But of course, our hero caught her and saved her at the last second and kept looking into her eyes and got close to her. And of course, we know what happens afterwards. They sat together to think how to make Wong leave, and the hero called Fu Pei and told him to come tomorrow to make up with her and take her with him the next day. The three woke up and had breakfast together. Our hero kept flirting with the heroine like that, under the table, so meaning Wong would not notice, but Wong told them she would leave because she had an exam, and the hero was happy like that. And the heroine also told her, "Why, girl, it is not right. You must stay with us." And when Wong went down from their place, she was surprised by Fu Pei waiting for her downstairs with the motorcycle, and offered to drive her to the exam, but she refused and took a taxi, but at the same time was happy with his attention and kept looking at him to see if he was coming behind her or not. And the taxi broke down due to heavy traffic here. Brave Fu Pei appeared and pulled her by her hand. And she rode behind him on the motorcycle so she would not be late for the exam. He put the helmet on her and told her she would hug him so she would not fall, and he drove at maximum speed and arrived at the university and told her to focus on what is coming back to our heroes, who finally watched the movie. They agreed. They had lunch and did everything. It was just missing that they would do somersaults afterwards, and they went down to play ping pong. But our hero, because he is a nerd and a geek, did not know how to defeat her and told her, "I am bad at the racket," and refused to continue, and they walked together. The heroine saw guys playing with skateboards and admired them, and the hero got jealous and went to take the skateboard from them to impress his lover. But the truth is, he did not know how to use it and fell on his face. They went home tired, but they stayed up watching TV, each one of them resisting sleep to stay with the other until our heroine fell asleep on herself. And of course, our hero put her on his shoulder for the name of the series and such meaning, and he also slept and rested his head on her, and the day broke on them. And the heroine woke up, but she was embarrassed and pretended she was asleep. And our hero woke up and let her know he knew she was acting dumb and was awake and told her to get up. Our heroine got up and went to get dressed to go to her work. Our hero went to the lab, and there the professor entered on them and introduced them to a student who used to be with him named Lou, studying in Germany, and she would choose a student to take a scholarship, meaning and travel to study with her. Afterwards, our hero went to meet Fu Pei and found him playing ping pong with Wong. He told him, "Hey, are you kidding? You know how to play. Why didn't you teach me? Okay, you will teach me." And when he finished, he went to wait for our heroine in front of the company so they would go together as usual, but she was late. And at that time, the manager asked the heroine to show the model around the company, and when she finished her tour with him and went out, she found our hero waiting for her and ran to him and hugged him. And while on the way, the hero told her he was jealous over her and didn't want her to joke with her male friends at work, and our heroine held his cheeks as usual, saying, "Aren't we too old for these things? My chick." So he surprised her and kissed her on her cheek. Our son is well raised too, guys, and knows his limits, and our heroine was happy and hugged him. They went together and arrived at the house and had dinner together and agreed that each one of them would go visit their parents during the holiday, and indeed the next day they went to the train, and our hero was sad because he would not see her for a long time, but she told him she would keep calling him from there and send him pictures constantly, and she said goodbye to him and got on the train, and our heroine arrived at her parents' house and ate with her family, photographing the food and sending it to her lover to share with him every moment while she was far from him. And our hero arrived home and helped his dad afterwards. They sat to eat as a family together, meaning, and his mom asked about the heroine, and his dad was surprised and knew there was a girl living with him in the apartment, but his wife reassured him they were friends and there was nothing between them. But our hero with the dead heart told them they loved each other now. now and we're dating. No, that is it. Our friend grew up, guys, and got into a relationship afterwards. Our hero called the heroine. She did not want to show herself to him because she was messy and said she was. Afraid meaning for your mobile to explode from my excessive beauty, but her mother entered on her and told her, get up, shower, and change your clothes. Your smell turned. The house upside down and your brother fainted outside. Our heroine got embarrassed by her words. Our hero laughed when he heard the words and told her the mobile exploded indeed, and we see our heroine celebrating New Year's Eve and calling our poor hardworking hero, who even on holiday was tired from too much studying, guys. She let him hear the sound of fireworks, and after 2 weeks the heroine returned from the holiday. She was surprised our hero was not waiting for her, but she was surprised by him in front of her riding a skateboard and telling him, what is this beauty? No, you grew up already. Won't you tell me when you learned it, you rascal? And the hero took her bag and told us, let's go home, my bunny. They keep spoiling each other throughout the series. Oh, God help you, dear single viewer, poor you. And when they arrived home, the hero hugged her and told her he missed her. Our heroine was happy because she dies for sweet words like her eyes, and at night the electricity went out. Our heroine got scared, and here appeared our genius son with an electric generator device he invented himself. The heroine was impressed by him and admired his intelligence. Afterwards, her laptop had a malfunction like that, and she took it to our smartest hero in his room to fix it and kept waiting for him, but she dozed off. But this time on the bed, meaning not on his shoulder. Thank God, God guided them, and variety is good too. And the hero finished with this laptop and went to look at her while she was sleeping as usual, and took the mobile from her and covered her and slept next to her on the bed so he would not wake her. The next morning, they woke up to the sound of their parents calling them and were shocked when they knew they were at their house. And our hero got up from the bed quickly and went to the other room and had to enter from the balcony window. So their parents, meaning would not misunderstand them, and went out to receive them and welcome them and told them, what brought you? You honored us. Really? They gathered and talked together about the topic of their relationship, meaning, and the mother spoke and said, what do you think we take the step of engagement? We get them engaged today, and the wedding will be when she graduates, and agreed on the dowry and the jewelry and the date of the wedding too, and the color of the walls and the curtains. But the hero's mother said they forgot one thing, to take their children's opinion. And our hero spoke in a serious manner and told them they were adults and knew what they were doing, and that marriage was not part of their plans right now because they were still studying. Our heroine was shocked by his words and got annoyed, but she did not show this and remained silent. And the hero's father also said that they were still young and it was their right meaning to live their lives and enjoy. And they got up to leave at that time. Fu Pei was sitting with Wang waiting for the exam result while they were nervous. But thank God it appeared that they passed, and Wang was happy and hugged Fu Pei from joy. But she felt she rushed and was about to get tense and go back. Fu Pei held her hand and hugged her. No, that is it. We cannot waste time. The series is ending. Afterwards, the heroine was at work, and there was a famous girl shooting an ad and treating the heroine arrogantly and asking her to bring her tea and juice, and in the end told her she was lazy. Here, the famous model appeared and forced the girl to treat the heroine well. Or he would expose her in the news and say she was arrogant and conceited. And after the shooting, when it ended, this arrogant girl invited all the employees to lunch to fix her mistake. And because our heroine is polite, she called to ask permission from the beloved of millions. He agreed with her to pass by and pick her up. Meaning, in an hour and at lunch, the heroine kept drinking a lot because she was nervous to the point that she could not stand up. Our famous friend went to help her, but the hero arrived here and told him, watch your hand, dear, whatever you miss, that is my girlfriend. Shame, it is not right, and carried the heroine and took her and left. And when he arrived home, he put her to sleep and covered her and left the next day. The heroine woke up and looked at her mobile and got up to put on her clothes quickly because she was late for work, and when she was about to go down, he told her, where are you going? You do not even know today is a holiday. She really felt she was stupid and said, well, I will go in and continue sleeping then. But our hero did not let her and blamed her for yesterday and asked her not to get used to drinking a lot and also not to deal, meaning anyone at work much. And the heroine agreed and told him, your wish is my command, sir. She entered to change her clothes, and they sat to have breakfast together and prepared for their graduation exams. The heroine went to attend her lover's graduation exam and saw him answering the professor's questions with all confidence, and was impressed by him and kept looking at him while happy with him. And when he finished, she let him know she was proud of him and agreed also to eat with her friends to spend nice time with them before she graduated. The hero told her, okay, I will invite you to lunch, and ordered a lot of food so he would not seem stingy. And her friends arrived, and they all sat eating while happy. And after this lunch, the hero went to pay, and the food was very expensive expensive, and he paid all he had for him until he went broke. And at that time, Fu Pei was in a restaurant with his dad, and his dad introduced him to his friend's daughter and wanted meaning to bring them closer so they would date, but he spoke to him coldly and said he was already dating someone prettier than her. And suddenly, Wang arrived at the mansion, and Fu Pei went to hold her hand and introduced her as his girlfriend. His dad got angry and told him, "How dare you challenge me, and I will deprive you of my money," and ignored Fu Pei and prepared to leave. But his dad got angry and threw the plate at him. She protected him with her back, and it hit her, and Fu Pei was affected by what she did and checked on her, and she told him she was fine. He took her and left the place afterwards. Our heroine was at home and told him she was hungry. The hero gave her water to drink on the basis that he no longer had money and all his money. Went to the invitation, and the heroine discovered there was a bag of pasta in the kitchen. She told him, "But I will bring out the spirit of Chef Sherbini inside me," and he lost weight the next day. They prepared for their graduation party, and our hero wore the piece that was on the rope, his best suit, and the heroine helped him and tied his tie while he was happy. And when he arrived at the university, he left her with her friend and told her he would go meet his colleagues in the lab. Meet his colleagues in the lab. The heroine got jealous when she found that Fu Pei brought Wang flowers, and all the guys did that with the people they were dating except her. No one paid attention to her, and she went looking for the hero to fight with him. But at that time, our hero was in the lab taking pictures with his colleagues, and the doctor finished and went to the library, sent a message to our heroine telling her his location. But when she went to him, she saw his colleague fixing his tie that she actually worked hard on in the morning. She started getting jealous and angry and left. The hero went after her to please her and took a bouquet of flowers with him, but she refused to make up with him until Wang. And Fu Pei, meaning held her and forced her to take pictures with the hero in the library, and he kept imitating her moves to make up with her, but she left him and walked away too. He went after her until he reached the playground and tried to make her understand that he was innocent, and his colleague was the one who did that on her own and got close to her, and our heroine retreated and told him she forgave him, and they walked holding each other's hands, of course necessary. After what happened, they went to play ping pong, and she told him, "Looks like you did not learn from last time." He told her, "Okay, try me." But who are you kidding? Our hero is tough too, and did not reply to her. She was surprised that he became better than her and more too, and was able to take his right and defeat her afterwards. Wang was waiting for Fu Pei under the dorm. She saw his dad and tried to talk with him to fix his relationship with his son, but he treated her arrogantly and told her that his son could not do without his money, and anyway he would come asking me, and that time I will force him to abandon you. But Wang laughed at his words and told him that Fu Pei became a mature person and did not need your money, and he intended to open his own company. And indeed, Fu Pei arrived thinking his dad would fight with him, but he was surprised by him, giving him advice regarding the company he would open, and that if he needed anything to call him, and Fu Pei thanked him and said he would rely on himself, and took Wang. And left afterwards, the heroine went and took her things from the dorm because she would graduate, and the supervisor saw her and remembered because she always came. Late, she let her know she had a handsome young man she wished to introduce her to, who was always working with my husband in the lab, and she meant our hero, but our heroine. Told her she had a boyfriend and thanked her and left, and met the hero, and he helped her carry her bags. They went home, and the heroine found a large sum of money like that in her bag she had forgotten, and told the hero they must exploit it, and indeed they exploited it in the right place. They went down to the mall and bought a lot of things to change the decoration of the apartment, and when they returned home, they hung the things they bought while happy, and when they finished, they felt tired and threw themselves on the bed from exhaustion and kept looking at each other with utmost cuteness. Afterwards, our heroine went and washed her bed sheets. The hero told her she would sleep this time on his bed, and he would sleep on the sofa, but she refused and said she was used, meaning to sleeping on the sofa, and when she went to sleep, her ears hurt her, and the hero went to check on her, saying, "If you do not sleep in the room, I will sleep with you." On the sofa, the heroine ran to her room and locked herself in too, but she woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of noise in the hall, and when she went out, she found that the hero was dying to sleep, but was not used to sleeping on the sofa, and told him to sleep next to her on the bed, and that she, meaning, would trust him, and there must be trust between them. And indeed, he did that, and was nervous at first, but he fell asleep from exhaustion, and this time our heroine was the one who kept looking at him. The next day, the heroine went to work, and was surprised that the manager put her name instead of the heroine's on the advertising project she worked hard on. The heroine got upset because the effort and fatigue she put in went to someone else. She returned while frustrated, and the hero noticed she was not her usual self. He asked her if she was tired. The heroine told him what happened. While angry, he hugged her and patted her back, but she was still annoyed and moved away from him. him and told him he did not feel her, so the hero got annoyed by her words more and left her. And at night, our hero was watching a movie, say it with him, dear viewer, a horror movie, and the heroine sat next to him and tried to make up with him. But the hero was upset with him and ignored her. Here she decided to be heavy on him and cried. And the hero felt sorry for her, so he forgave her, tried to make up with her, but still she refused, and he gave her his arm to bite so she would be quiet. And of course, she took the opportunity and spitefully gave him a bite mark on his arm so he would remember her by it. But our friend hugged her and kissed her head and told her that he was ready to hack the company's website, put her name, and she laughed and told him not to that extent. Afterwards, our hero went to the lab and knew from his colleagues that the scholarship result would appear today. Indeed, the professor arrived with their colleague from Germany, announcing here that our hero got the highest grades in the test and he was the one who won the scholarship. His colleague got upset because he wished to win and travel, and the doctor tried to comfort him, telling him to try again. Next year afterwards, he sat with our hero and told him he must inform his family, and our hero thought how he would tell his girlfriend about the scholarship. And the travel and met her at the university afterwards and took her to the lab to tell her he put his lab coat on her to lighten the atmosphere, meaning afterwards he told her, look, I passed the test and will have to travel to Germany to complete studies there after 2 weeks, and contrary to expectations. Our heroine was happy and told him congratulations, but afterwards she realized the issue and asked how long he would stay, and the hero told her 6 months. She got annoyed and blamed him because he hid the travel topic from her, and the hero told her he was not sure if he would win the scholarship or not, but the heroine got upset and took off the coat and left the lab and walked away and told him not to go after her. Weren't you happy a while ago, girl? Or did the hormones come out at night? The friends gathered together for the last time after they graduated, meaning, and the hero tried to talk to her, but she was still sulking at him and remained silent. The day ended, and the hero pretended he drank a lot and was not sober so he could get close to the heroine, meaning, and she would support him home, and the heroine was aware that he was a liar and acting, but had to support him. And when they arrived, he tried to apologize to her that he hid the topic from her and let her know that she was more important to him than the scholarship, and he was ready to give up traveling for her. She was touched by his words, the silly girl, and hugged him, telling him she would miss him and impossible to stand in front of his future, and she would wait for him until he returned. And indeed, he was happy with her words. Afterwards, she went with him to the hospital to do the medical tests for travel, and when he came to the blood test, our hero wore sunglasses because he was afraid of the sight of blood. And when he took the shot and left, she noticed. The heroine that he was bleeding from the injection site, she ran to get him medical cotton and wipe the wound for him. And when they went home, she told him, look, I have a solution. Nice, I will sit here in the travel bag and you take me with you. Our hero carried her and hugged her and told her, I know I will miss you. Yes, but not to that extent. I will not be late for you. The travel time came and she went with him to the airport and kept making excuses to stay with him the longest time possible, to the point that the plane time already came. They were calling for him. She could not control herself and collapsed crying, and the hero hugged her and asked her to take care of herself, and the heroine laughed in his face, saying goodbye, and left him and walked away. While breaking down afterwards, she went to the company and confronted the manager, she and her friend, asking her to return their names to their work, and when she refused, they resigned and left her and walked away. And we see Fu Pei wearing a suit and glasses, entering a company as if he was a famous businessman, but it turned out it had no employees other than Wang, and she asked him to take a loan so they could meaning hire employees to manage the company. And the heroine returned home and her mother went to live with her. Our hero called her via video while he was in Germany and checked on her, and we see a foreign girl as beautiful as the moon in his dorm asking him to date her, but he refused, of course, and told her he had a girlfriend. Then the heroine discovered that her boyfriend left her a note, written it that she could travel to him on the condition that your mom agreed, and our heroine went to ask her mom for permission, and she actually agreed on the condition that she convince the hero to marry her. She told her, no shame on you. Your daughter is a player and would know how to trap him in the net. And they prepared the bag, and she traveled the next day to Germany to make a surprise for him, and the hero returned to his dorm while worried because he was trying to call the heroine and sent her messages, but she did not reply. And when he entered his room, he was surprised that she was sleeping on his bed, and he smiled and covered her so he would not make her worry, and practiced his hobby, favorite throughout the series, which is keeping staring at her. And the next day, the heroine woke up and was surprised when she saw her mug next to her, because she did not know the hero took it with him to remind him of her. At that time, the hero was actually standing with the foreign girl asking asking him to date her again because she did not believe he had a girlfriend. But suddenly our heroine appeared and hugged the hero and told her she was his girlfriend, and the girl actually got embarrassed and left them and walked away afterwards. They sat talking together, and he asked her to get dressed because they were going on an errand, and he took her and they went to the church. The heroine did not understand why he brought her here, and the hero surprised her and held her hand, asking her to complete his life with her, and finally proposed marriage to her. She agreed, of course, and they held each other's hands and were happy that they finally got married. But when they went home, the heroine acted the role of the nagging wife, telling him, "You tricked me and did not hold a wedding for me, nor brought a dress or even a ring." And the hero pretended to be asleep, and the heroine kept hitting him to wake up, but he got up and held her hand like this. And of course, we all know what happens, but this time lawfully. Afterwards, the 6 months ended, and they took the bags and returned to their country again. And when he put their clothes in the closet, the hero told her he married her, there to prove to her that he could not do without her. But still, we must have a wedding and invite all our friends and families, and they went to take pictures for the marriage license. And when they returned home, the heroine was looking for a new job instead of the one she resigned from. But our chivalrous son told her, "Do not. Tire yourself. Take my card, my daughter, and spend, and do whatever you want." And she was surprised when she knew he took a lot of money because of the scholarship, and was happy her husband was not stingy, but she promised him she would not spend anything and would save it. Let us go back to our friend Fu Pei while walking with his girlfriend Wang on the corniche, and he surprised her and kneeled on the ground and showed her a ring and asked her for marriage. She was shocked immediately, and we will pretend we are also surprised, but she agreed, and Fu Pei was happy and lifted her and spun her around while in disbelief. The wedding time came, and our handsome hero wore a cheek suit, and the heroine appeared wearing the wedding dress, looking as beautiful as the moon and like a princess. The hero held her hand and told her he loved her, and then they rode the car, and he let her be the one to drive, and their friend's car was behind them too while they were happy. And after 3 years, we see them living together, and they had a cute boy like the moon named Mo, and the three of them lived together in happiness, and thus the series ends. I hope for your support because it makes a difference to me. So do not forget your beautiful subscription and like and activate the alert bell. And that is it. Goodbye.